Are they still talking about how great he is? Yeah? Ah. Welcome to Full Sports Press. I'm your host, Brian Hill. After the tragic events of this past weekend, it was hard for me to accept the harsh reality of what transpired. Tom Brady has won yet another Super Bowl ring, and, like a dope, I picked against him. This means that it's time for a segment we here at Full Sports Press call Reflections.
Reflections.
After the Super Bowl, I slid into my basement crawl space, draped in one of those emergency thermal blankets they hand out after traumatic events. I didn't actually have one of those blankets, so I used a roll of tinfoil instead. It didn't keep me warm, but it helped my wife visualize my grief. She attempted to coax me out, but I knew at that moment that despite the general nastiness of my surroundings and the random scurrying noise I heard over my shoulder, that it was the only place the outside world wouldn't be able to reach me. And the Wi-Fi is not that good down there.
Brian, you don't have to do this.
Well, this is where I belong now. No, too dark, too many noises. After finding a more suitable place to stare into the distance, I turned down the heat, shut off the lights to set the mood for sadness, and then let the darkness consume me. Bitter and cold, I wrestled with the knowledge that every sports talk show for the next week would be sucking at the teat of Tom Brady. I knew that people like Skip Bayless would be touching themselves under the table as they expressed their reverence for TB12, and that the overreaction bus doubting Mahomes' ability would be hurtling down the road like that bus from Speed. It was almost too much for me to bear, but I've licked my wounds and thought back to my pick of a KC blowout and knew it was made out of desperation. Because deep down I knew that betting against Tom Brady is like betting on the Jets. It just doesn't make any sense. The man may look like Melania Trump, but we all know that he's really Dexter from that show Dexter. And because of that, when they wheel him onto the field with an oxygen tank strapped to his back for his 34th Super Bowl appearance, I'll be sure to A, not watch the game, and B, never bet against him again. So with that said, I'll say congratulations to the Tampa Bay Bucks, their players and coaching staff. You earned it. Like those women from that Weeknd song, earned it. And if I could say one last thing to Tom Brady, go home. You've done your job. Be with your wife and kiss her like you kiss your son. This has been
Reflections.
That's all for this episode of Full Sports Press. Join us next time when our show is sponsored by Staples. Not the store, but just these loose staples that I found in a junk drawer of ours. So, yeah, if you like and subscribe, maybe I could get a real sponsor. I don't know, but I know you're out there, you're not liking, and you're just watching it like a jerk. Or you're not a jerk. No, you're fine people. Fine people.